people, welcome back to Orion Creatives. Here we talk about football and everything else that has to do with football. So today I'm going to talk about the Fantasy Premier League, which has already been launched, and I'm going to predict or I'm going to give out my first 11 this season that I'm going to choose for this game. So the first one that I'm going to choose, the goalkeeper, is going to be, of course, Robert Sanchez, mainly because Chelsea has been the most defensive team after Arsenal and Liverpool last season in the Premier League. So signing him for £5 million is quite a good option or a good reward. The next player on my bench for the keeper is going to be Kinski for a cheaper option of £4 million. So next step, I'm going to the defense. Of course, I've got to pick Vardiol, all right? For £6 million, that's quite fair. And my next two defenders are going to be Wan Bissaka of West Ham and the Kupia of Brighton. I hope you know that player. Right, I'm going to pick those two who will come both at £4.5 million each. And on my bench, regarding the defenders, I'm going to pick Konsa, right, of Aston Villa, because they have a nice run of fixtures in the beginning of the season, and he is also on penalties. The next people I'm going to pick is Mo Salah, right? Who's not going to pick Salah? The next one is going to be Palmer, and the last one is going to be with the new addition to Liverpool. You saw how he played in his team last season. So having said that and done, I'm going to pick those midfielders mainly because they have great advantages and they have a great run of fixtures in the Premier League, in the beginning of the Premier League this season. So in my front three, I'm going with Welbeck, Solanke. Mainly, the main reason, I know you're wondering, the main reason why I'm picking Solanke is because he has a nice run of fixtures. And I know you're asking, why am I picking Welbeck? I'm picking Welbeck because of the cheaper option, right? I'm considering the price and the money and everything. But on the other side also, Joao Pedro has already left for Chelsea. So the main man that they're going to pick is none other than Welbeck. And to put it in there, Watkins also must be there because he's the main goal scorer striker for Aston Villa. All said and done, I wish you the best in your FPL. On the other hand, now let us move away from FPL and all that. Let us talk about this transfer news that I've heard of Benjamin Sesko being traded, having a deal of trading Benjamin Sesko and Rasmus Højlund. So Rasmus Højlund goes to Leipzig, then Benjamin Sesko comes to what? To Manchester United. And what's wrong with Højlund, man? Why can't he go? I need this person to leave our club, man. He's saying that he has denied, he doesn't want to move to Leipzig. He wants to fight for his position in the team. So why was he not fighting for his position in the team last season? The whole of last season he has scored I don't know how many goals. He's playing like a defender, more than a striker. So why can't he accept with the swap deal of Benjamin Sesko coming to Manchester United? He goes to Leipzig. In fact, he'll do well in those in the other league apart from Premier League. Premier League is not for him. So on the other hand, I talked about Luis Paqueta, and I told you this is the beauty of football, right? I told you that Luis Paqueta is going or Luis Paqueta is still a big deal in the football arena, and I told you his charges were dropped. Guess who's now interested? Manchester City. Manchester City before bid for him for 83 million pounds, but the deal went afloat because of the case. So now the case has dropped. Manchester City has come back with a deal of 50 to 60 million pounds for Luis Paqueta. So as the story develops, I'll continue informing you more about what is going on. On Liverpool saga and Isak, I don't know if that's going to happen, man. Eddie Howe is not going to let his only striker to leave the team. Even you'll not let your striker, the only striker that you've got in the team, to leave. You know, that doesn't make sense. I watched another video of another person talking about how Eddie Howe has pressured people to buy players. I don't know, but for me it kind of made sense. Yeah, you know, They went for Ekitike, pushed the price up. Liverpool upped the price, and now and now they took Ekitike, right? Now they went for who else? They went for many other players, but they upped the price. The other team picked the other player. So this was the misconception of this player of this person saying that him picking doing that was his aim, solely aim was to aim on Benjamin Sesko. But we'll see that. We'll see if they'll get him. And he claimed that Manchester United doesn't have money to buy Benjamin Sesko of 70 million pounds or 50 to 70 million pounds so that they can chip in and buy him. He claimed that having a strike force of Gordon, Sesko, and Isaac will be lethal. Yeah, it will be lethal. It will be lethal, and but it won't be that much compared to the striking force that Liverpool has. That team scares me, man. Anyways, that's all said and done. Till next time, subscribe to this channel, and we'll talk more. Bye. And subscribe to this channel so to get more information about football. Goodbye. Until next time.